All righty. Good evening. We are here back to do another podcast episode of IJS, India and Jayla Scott's podcast. So, with that being said, hi, JJ.
Hi, mommy.
All right. So, we're going to get into what we're here for. We took a little break and now we're back for this episode. And we had a exciting month, I would say, in October. And it was very interesting. I got to spend time with JJ down in Atlanta. So we're going to talk about One Music Fest and what we took away from it. So, Jay,
Mm-hmm.
this is our second year going. Did you like it or did you not like it? Mm.
Okay. It was good. I feel like it was good. I'd give it, if I had to give it a rating, I'd say probably a 6 out of 10. Maybe a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Um,
Why do you say that?
Simply because for one, like there are times that they had different artists that they knew people would want to see scheduled at the same time, like Jasmine Sullivan and Lil Baby. Like, why would y'all schedule them at the same time? And then City Girls and then Ashanti and Ja Rule. Why would y'all do that? Like, be for real. Why would y'all do that? So that was like the confliction of schedules. Um, the I feel like the venue this year was like different from last year. Um, Definitely trying to get there, parking, Uber. That was like the worst experience of my life.
We're gonna get to that. So let me stop you there for the people. Um, it's storytelling time.
I was
So
ready to fight now.
yeah, she was very upset with me. So last year I stayed by the park, so I could walk from my park, from the park to the hotel, like right
It was
next.
right there.
This year, they switched the parks and took it on the other side of town. With that being said, um, the first day, we thought it would be best if we would catch a lift in and catch a lift back to where we park. And so, with that being said, it never came into my brain, you know what? It might be thousands of people in one location and your cell phone may not work. And what if that happens?
No service, y'all. No service. Was on the side of the road trying to get service. Mind y'all, we was out there all day, so my phone was getting ready to die. Like I was on like maybe 13%. And no service, phone getting ready to die, like not on. And when I tell you, it was so many people trying to get Ubers, and it was just like this period of waiting. And I'm just like, oh my God.
And
And
she's
then
hungry,
my mom, yeah, hungry. And
angry.
they didn't even feed me, y'all. They didn't even end up feeding me. I had to come in here back to my dorm because really I was supposed to stay with my mom and my godmom the night. But I was like, I'm going back to my dorm. I'm getting in my bed and laying down because I had had enough. I really had enough. Like, and then what really got on my nerves was my mom knowing that we didn't have no service, and she was like standing there in the same spot, acting like that was gonna change, like it was gonna change. And I'm like, Mommy, we need to walk down more so we can get some service. And she's still standing in this spot. I'm like, okay. That's that Scorpio.
What you say? That's that Scorpio. Yeah, definitely Scorpio. We're very headstrong. Always gotta be, right? But we ended up going down to a hotel where we stayed at a couple of years ago and to get some heat because what happened was the temperature went down that night and we had on shorts. And
Atlanta weather be just, I was good because I had put me on the flannel and a jumpsuit that day. I was good. But the way Atlanta weather just be just bugging, like I'm just trying to figure out. I had my North Face on this morning
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I had to change like my whole outfit because it was just hot. Like,
Not like that here. So I'm telling you now, Gary and Pat, how you're supposed to. But yeah, I definitely didn't expect that. So the second day, I ended up driving and parking at that hotel in a garage. And the only thing with that was we waited until the very end after jazz. And
love jazz.
when we got done, everybody was trying to get out of the garage. So we still had to wait.
No, but tell them first about the daggone
What?
well, with the traffic jam.
The traffic
When
jam?
we were trying to go to see Jasmine.
Oh, so what happened was this is another major
Issue that we had.
like safety concern that we didn't experience last year. So while they scheduled the different acts or artists on different stages, um, with that being said, people left City Girls and was going to see Little Baby. And when we were leaving Ja Rule and Ashanti, we were going to see Jasmine Sullivan. So on one street, we're all on one street trying to get
Street.
thousands of people trying to get through.
They didn't even know, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, they could have really did that better, like knowing that people are coming from one way or going to another way. Like, that was some stupid mess right there. And then people like it was like jam packed, like so bad. And everybody knows that I don't even like a whole bunch of people around me, like, let alone touching me. And then y'all start pushing me. So now I'm really like really irritated, really getting ready to turn up. Cause like, be for real, why are you pushing me at this big age?
It was bad. I think you put everybody in a unsafe situation.
Absolutely. And you really don't know what could pop off in that kind of situation.
Yeah.
Like, people, somebody can really get irritated and just start shooting people out of nowhere. Like, that's how people just think. Like, these people are really wired different, especially down here. Like, that's something that I really am learning. Like, these people are crazy. So like, you like really never know what could happen, to the point where like you really got to be on your P's and Q's. And like, we ain't really had no exit strategy if something happened.
No, didn't even think about it.
No, and then they had like both sides fenced up. So even if like something were to happen, like there's no possible way that we could have really gotten out.
Yeah.
Like, so that was my
We were being squished. And when I say squish, like boom, 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 like bouncing off of one another. People that we don't know.
and people was jumping the fence.
Yeah, it was
Fence was tall. Like, it wasn't no like small fence, like small neighborhood fence. That was one of the fences, like,
yeah, one of them prison fences. But yeah, it was definitely crazy. That's the only thing that I will say that really was a major concern. I even wrote an email to them about it, never got a reply back. I did write an email because it's a safety hazard. Like, when you got people walking into us saying you better move, and if you don't move, I'm gonna move you. And it's just like, hold on, you need to chill.
out.
You need to chill. Cause like what we experienced over at Lauren Hill, people were walking and it made me drop back on people and back on me because the people came through and pushed me. Never said excuse me or anything. They just walked.
No, that people really don't say excuse me no more. People don't have no manners no more. Like, if I'm coming through somewhere, no, first of all, knowing that there's no space. Why am I even trying to get through here knowing that I'm not even going to find a space? That's my whole thing. Like, I'll never do that at a concert. Like, I'll find me a little secluded space and keep my distance, because I really don't have time for people. And again, you really never know what could pop up. I need to be the nearest exit so I can get out of here. Like, and I understand, like, even Lauren Hill, like, that's a once in a lifetime experience. That's what I told my mom. Like, I wasn't, because somebody who was performing at the same time as Lauren Hill, I think Rick Ross, and yeah, and I was just like, that, like, Lauren Hill, that's a one-time experience. Like, you'll never like really get that again. So I understand like why people act the way that they act, but at the same time, like, you really gotta like be mindful of the things that you do, because again, like, somebody, like, we think like normal people, like, we're not finna like punch you in the face simply because you didn't say excuse me. But somebody else, they could really pop you for doing some dumb stuff, like just moving through a space and like not saying excuse me or not doing nothing like that. Like I just feel like,
Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, was getting ready to happen because remember when we sat on the woman's stuff, she allowed us to sit down. She was really
shout out
nice.
to her.
Huh?
So shout out to her.
Yeah, she was really nice. She was just like, I'm not nice to everybody, but you caught me on a good day. So I was like, okay, cool, homie. Now you're the homie. So when I fell back on those people on their feet anyway, and they pushed me forward, and I was just like, whoa. So she was like, do we have a problem? And I was like, no, I'm good. She was like, because if we have a problem, I got stuff on me. Ain't nobody leaving here. And I was like, no, we don't need to do that. Like, chill. So, even coming from up here, we're not, what should I say, prepared to, like, what should I say, cover ourselves or protect ourselves in that aspect, meaning you can't carry guns in, but obviously you can get other things in. So, it's just that mindset switch down there is different. It's something that I guess you have to learn being down there and dealing with people. And people doesn't matter where they are here, they're just rude people, period. So, that was my only thing that was negative about the, I should say, festival, other than the walking back and forth. The stages are so distant from
They were very far. Like the last year, it was not that far. Like you could really like get from one spot to another. It was not that far. I feel like the VIP was better last year. I don't know if you felt like that, but I felt like it was better last year. Like this year it was a little bit bigger, but I feel like they need to make it even bigger because they know X amount of people are buying tickets. So why wouldn't y'all make it bigger enough for enough people to sit down? Like why only got like 20 chairs and 20 tables? Like that's crazy to me.
lounges.
Oh yeah.
So that's how they force you to go up to the titanium and the platinum ticket packages, because you got to think all those celebrities that were there, Jay, they're gonna buy your titanium and platinum easy. And then you got huh?
Easy.
But again, some of those celebrities were with us, meaning in VIP tickets, and you pay your money, and then you got all the rest of the regular admissions. So they separate you to a point, but you're making tons of money off of those VIP tickets. So it's all in what you want to experience. But I was talking to Bestie on the way home, and I was just like, Bestie, we might have to do the platinum next year, and just pay the money.
I hope you're paying for my platinum.
Huh?
I said, I hope you're paying for my platinum.
Oh Lord, here you start.
I'm a college student.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I had a good time. It was good to experience. I love seeing our culture at its best. When we go out in public and everybody's not fighting or arguing and acting a fool, I didn't see any of that. I didn't see any, bad vibes really from anyone. Like compared to last year, there was a couple of scuffles out there, but trying to kick people out or whatever. But this year I didn't see any of that. So I think that it was really good. I love the people that I saw. I think everybody wanted to see Lauryn Hill. And like I said, she just didn't do it for me.
Really?
I don't know what it was. No.
We didn't stay the whole time either.
Yeah, but the vibe was, I don't know what it was. It was just it
I feel like okay. I feel like that when artists like they do like spins on their songs.
Yeah.
They don't do the actual songs to where it's like, yeah. So when she was singing X Factor, it wasn't feeling like X Factor. It felt like some like rock music. And it was just not like I needed to sing my heart out. Like,
yeah.
But it did not give that. And like I said, it's definitely like a once in a lifetime thing. But I felt like maybe we should have stayed the whole time. maybe she would have liked.
So I briefly discussed that on my other podcast, Just Cuz podcast, because we ran into the issue. So everyone, my main goal was to see Nicole Wray. You know, that was my number one person I wanted to see. And she was big. She was big. Look at Jack. You know, her whole energy switched up. Her whole vibe was like, what are we here for? Like,
Who is this?
yeah. And you know, when you go, like I said on the other podcast, when you go to festivals, music festivals, and you're with other people, then it's just like, okay, who are we going to see? This is what I told Bessie. This is what I told Jay. Let's run down this list of
Y'all,
who.
I could not see City Girls. I did not see City Girls.
You can always see City Girls. They ain't going nowhere.
No. Nicole Ray, you can always see Nicole Ray. She ain't going nowhere.
Jay.
Now I know I see. Now that's why I say, like, somebody like Lil Baby. I literally just saw him a couple months ago, so I really did. I needed to see Jasmine. I didn't have to see Lil Baby, but
so y'all really gave me a hard time with that Nicole Ray, because Bestie was like, we should have been over there with little Mel. Like, what's wrong with you? What are we over here for? So, you know, it's just that, you know. But in a nutshell, you know, we had already seen little Mel. So, you know, I'm just like, it's once in a lifetime.
see her again.
Yeah, but I promise y'all, I'll take y'all back to see Little Mel and City Girl somewhere. You know, you'll get to see them.
City Girls anyway.
Yeah.
But
So, yeah, it's definitely different. And, you know, talk to your people that you are traveling with to make sure that they want to see the people. And if they don't, then, you know, it's okay to part ways. Now, I don't know if we would have did that, because it was so many people.
I was really thinking about like just going to go see City Girls. Then I was just like, no, I don't really like especially down here. Like, I really don't like walking places by myself. Like, I just got over my whole fear of like walking by myself just across the street to work. And I literally walk by myself to I don't know why I said that. I walk by myself over to the hair store today, but like I really don't like walking by myself just down here, period. Because like you just never know. Like I said, these people are different. Like back home, I know I can walk by myself. Like,
yeah,
that's fine. But just like walking out here, and like you can go just walk right, like walk down the wrong street, like just not knowing where you're going. So that's why I said I don't like going walking places by myself. And like the people are weird, the men are weird. Like, so I know I wasn't walking around that festival myself. Like it crossed my mind. And like I said, like I'm getting ready to turn 20 this year. So I'm like growing into my like adulthood, but at the same time, like I just now.
Yeah, I think everybody has to be cautious, whether you're young or old at this point. It's so many stories of different things that go on, and you know, you may think that everything is good, and then, you know, something crazy happens.
Yeah.
Even at music festivals, like you get with the wrong people, they give you a cup and you thinking that it's a regular drink, and then you somewhere you ain't supposed to be. So I definitely think that, like I said, I think we all had a good time. I would go back, but the thing is now, since they put Houston in the mix of it, should we go to Houston or should we go back to Atlanta? So,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who would be like? I feel like who would be like in Houston? I feel like they would have Megan Thee Stallion in Houston.
Oh, we already saw
That's
that.
what I was gonna say. We already saw that, but she didn't really perform. That's why I said like I need to go to a full Moneybagg Yo concert, because like at Powerhouse, it was like the songs that like everybody knew. Like I need to see him full length concert.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I do.
The whole album kind of concerts?
Albums, not just one album. Albums.
Oh, with an S. Excuse me.
I love that.
I won't be attending that.
My favorites.
Wow.
I really love him.
So who is, I know we discussed this privately, but who is your favorite artist?
It depends on the genre.
R&B. Mm.
Okay,
Female R&B. Who's
female, Mary J.
Mary J? Male.
Now, I don't know, male.
Mm.
Who? I don't know. Male R&B.
You know, we discussed this on the ride back for hours. You know, yeah.
Who is like the best male R&B artist? So like you got Usher.
In your mind, who's your favorite?
I feel like
who do you love to listen to on a good day?
it just really like I feel like it really depends on the genre though, because I feel like it's this like somebody like a Joe. I love Joe. I can listen to Joe.
Mm.
Joe, it's between Joe, Usher, Kim. Who else? Who else? Joe, Usher, Kim. Hmm. I don't know. Joe, Usher, Kim.
So, you know, one of my favorite artists was out there that
Who?
I listened to, Anne Marie. I listened to All I Have. There she go. Here she go.
No, she's good. I like her music too. I like her music.
All I Have. She did the whole album. And I was just like, I was not expecting that. And, you know, like I said before, when we get into these situations where, you know, you go to music concerts and everybody doesn't know what you know. So basically, it's like five of y'all, if not three, out there singing every song. And I felt a little uncomfortable. Like, I'm out here singing all these songs because I sing them on a weekly basis.
I know, like, everybody's got that one hit. Like, and everybody's been having like TikTok like hits. Like,
Yeah,
she has one song on TikTok that like was trending like for a while. So when like people know that, that's why people like when they see the name, like they come over and they know that one song. When that one song comes on, like they'll sing that one song, and then it's like every other song, it's like I don't know that.
yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I know a couple of her songs, but
Mary.
who else? You got me thinking.
Okay, so Mary
Yeah,
was my
absolutely.
favorite women's or female artist. On the male side, I would definitely say Dave Hollister, Usher, Donnell Jones.
Donnell Jones. That's who. That's who. I can listen to Donnell Jones all day. That's crazy. That was my other one.
But Donnell, I mean, that wasn't your time.
Okay. It
Time,
don't
but
matter.
I
But I
guess
could really like when I tell you, mommy, I just will play. I'll look him up on Apple Music and just press play, and whatever song comes on, I can listen to. Like, I just love his music.
um
Yeah,
who else?
Donnell Jones. Yeah. He's got it. That's top one.
What, Donnell Jones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you gotten into
Rated.
have you gotten into Dave Hollister's catalog?
Eh,
Any?
I got Can't Stay. That's
Okay.
like my top song, but not really. I haven't got too deep into it.
Okay. So um, you know, you know, I kind of dibble and
What
dab
about Roots?
groups. SWV 702,
Mm.
um, Drew Hill. I'm waiting for Drew Hill and Jodeci. I want them to hurry up and do this Diddy and Jermaine Dupri. You know, I'm trying to
Yes, I need to get in there. Me and Zora, we gonna get in there. I don't know when it's supposed to be. We gonna be there.
listen. I gotta see, is it gonna
I'm
be
gonna
at
fall
the
off work.
same Jay?
Hey y'all, I'm not going to be there. I got somewhere to be.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
I
but
don't know when they're gonna have it though. I hope that I'm not back home because I'm gonna buy a ticket.
yeah, I gotta see how I can work that to fly in or whatever. You know, I would definitely do that if I can. At the end of the day, but yeah, I think it's gonna be probably.
I need them to give me a complimentary ticket. I'm an HBCU student at the illustrious Clark Atlanta University. Diddy or Jermaine Dupri. I need a ticket to y'all's versus battle. I need to be front row.
Another thing, Jagged Edge. When
Yes.
they went through.
And let me just say, hold on. Let me just say this. There was one time, it was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, my best friend, we was talking in the group chat, and I don't even know what the topic was, but for some reason, this girl said jaded edge. And we like, who is a jaded edge? And I said, girl, you mean jagged edge? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I was like, girl, be for real. Be jaded edge, and I still bring it up to this day.
Everybody, you know, we all go through that. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. But yeah, when they came out Saturday, was it, Jay?
Yeah.
So, you know, I was really hopeful that they would do some of the songs, but they really did all of their hits. Like, I love their energy. I love their ability to sing.
People can't sing. I wasn't really trying to be funny.
But who could sing when Jagged Edge was out there? Who could sing? The man in the back of us, because he should have been up there with him.
Oh, just doing the most. If you wanted to sing that bad, you should have just gone up there with them. That blew me. Cause be for real, I can say like if you're gonna sing, like you can sing. And that's what I said. Sing at a concert, that's cool. Like we gonna all sing, but when you going on and doing the most, doing the runs, you doing the runs with them in the song. And he did sound good. I won't even take that from him. But dang, come on.
You and Bessie, y'all was like, come on, stop.
And I kept looking back. I'm like, who is this singing?
Yeah.
And he just kept going on and on and on. I was just like, yeah, I got to get away from you.
I'm just like, man, they sung the hits and I just loved it. I love to see them and Kenny Burns up there with them. You know, it's just really something when you see people in their catalog age and they still had their day one fans. I was just reading an article, I think it was this week. Somebody had wrote how they were so motivated by Jagged Edge and how they fell in love at an early age with Jagged Edge. And they were just reminded, I guess, by going to ONE MusicFest that how well the music aged and, you know, they're still in love with Jagged Edge. And it's right. Like, they were really influential in our upbringing. They're another group that I don't think gets enough praise for their influence on our culture. So I definitely would say Dru Hill, Jagged Edge,
112.
112, definitely. Because if you can remember when each hit dropped and where you were and what you were doing, they had major influence. You weren't even born yet, but they had major influence at that time period. So yeah, ask your godmom about 112. I think that's our favorite group. So yeah, definitely that is very important to take into consideration. But I think we did have a lot of fun. You know, it was, like I said, it was fun to see the people.
I was just hungry.
She was hungry. You know,
anybody that knows me knows they have to feed me. Like,
girl, get it together. So hungry, Jermaine Dupri walked right in front of us, and she did.
I was not even like, and the lady from She's Gotta Have It.
Yeah,
I was like, I be missing all these people, and that's the crazy thing. Like, and that's one thing that I really want to say. Like, people really like be like hyping up celebrities and be doing the most with celebrities, but like they're really just real people.
Yeah.
Like they are just like you. And that's why I say I will probably like it would really have to be like somebody. I'm really not like a person that like gets excited or oh my
But we come from a culture, or we come from an area, we don't see those type of people, Jay.
yeah, but even when I do see them, like I when I tell you I see celebrities like at least every week now. Like my sophomore year now, I have seen so many people like, but at this like I just treat like they're just regular people. Like when I was at the Nick Cannon stuff, like he was just sitting and talking to us like he was just a regular person. And like people just like get all hyped up and like what people have going on or what they think they got going on. And like they think they like know these people. And then like y'all really don't know these people for real. Like,
yeah, I think it's just the association with, and I think D. Jakes spoke on that years ago in one of his sermons, and he was just like, when people run up and take pictures with celebrities, they want other people to say, "Oh man, I missed out on that," or it makes that person feel important when they have a picture with that celebrity, and then somebody forms envy or jealous that it wasn't them. So, I thank God that even with learning that early, because when we went to Atlanta years ago, mom had went to the mall and, Jermaine Dupri walked in front of her and, everybody starts running. And mom is like, who is that?
Yeah.
And like Bessie said, he's as short as you are, Jay. Like, and I didn't expect that when I saw him a couple weeks ago. I thought he was, a little bit taller, but no, I was surprised. I was just like, what in the world is going on? But yeah, so I mean, he's Jermaine Dupri. Give him his props.
Absolutely.
So much.
Like I don't know if it's like I don't know with me. I feel like that I don't know. I just feel like that I know that I belong in the same room as all these people. So it's kind of like I don't treat them as if I feel like the respect is there. Like you like somebody like a Jermaine Dupri, like you're legendary, of course. Like
yeah,
like you dated James Jackson. Like, of course you're legendary. Like that's just legendary itself. But I feel like I know that I'm worthy of being in their spaces. Like it's not a thing of, oh my gosh, like, and that's like a whole thing. Like if I see like a Jada or Ari, like I would be like, oh my gosh, hey y'all, but it wouldn't be like nothing like, oh my gosh, it's Jada.
Take a picture with me.
Exactly. And I probably would get a picture, but it's not nothing like being like they call it Joe. They people Joe, but I'm not gonna be like all excited and doing the most like.
So when we were walking, it's funny, you didn't even know that Ed Lover was walking with us. When we were walking, the first look, you like who? He walked with us the entire time from the entrance to the VIP section. He went into platinum and titanium, but he walked with us the entire time, and he didn't have any security. He had a guy with him, and
the regular people.
Yeah, so you're thinking that some of these people now, Jermaine Dupri on the other hand, he did have a crowd with him, but and security with him, but on the flip side of that, Ed Lover didn't have anybody, like a group anyway, I should say, and he walked with us the entire time because Jay was like, India, like bestie, that's Ed Lover, and I was just like. It is, Jay, and I'm telling you, when you see these people on TV versus in person, and they still look the same, because he's cute. He's older.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
I'm gonna send a picture of him to you, but he's definitely fine as I don't know what, and his beard, like he smelled good. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I ain't never had no big crush on no older men, but he definitely is fine. Definitely.
Yeah.
And his energy, his aura is just like, him, Tigger. I like Tigger.
Yeah, I like Tigger too. He was down here, he was after school.
He's really down to earth. I don't think that, he sways differently from being who he is on stage or on TV versus in person. I never seen him turn away people or, you know, act like that he's higher than. So, you know, those people from the 90s, they really paved the way. And I feel like sometimes, you know, y'all's generation of artists need to be a little bit more humble of,
They not gonna do that.
yeah. So definitely. But like I said, we did have fun. I would definitely go back. Bring more people. Bring your own people with you. We'll bring some more people with us and see how it goes.
Need friends to go.
Yeah, definitely. Get your crew and do what we need to do. But I was excited just to get away from Delaware. And that's another thing, you know, we tend to stay in Delaware and you know, when I came back, it's just like I'm getting phone calls like, where are you at? Where were you? Like, if you want to stay
In
home,
my skin.
stay home. But I'm moving and I don't need to tell nobody how I'm moving, when I'm moving, none of that. You know, and I think that's a good way to be. Everybody should not know your every move and where you're at.
I really gotten into that too. Like, I really haven't been posting too much like the past couple of weeks, past month. Like, I just got into this mindset, like, really, like, everybody does not need to know your moves. Like, I'm just like, it ain't like.
You get to a different level of maturity when you start moving that way.
And even if I do post, like, it'll be like days after, like, after One MusicFest, like, I did not post my story until like a day or two after, like, because I'm just like, why am I oversharing or doing the most for people for life? It's like,
now, me on the other hand, I'm celebrating my birthday month all month. You're gonna see these posts. You're gonna get these posts this month. But November 1st is back to, you know, refocusing what my focus should be on at the end of the day.
well, Scorpio season is almost over. It's
Girl, please.
gonna be Sagittarius season, y'all.
Scorpio season all year.
The best there is, Sag season, y'all know. Big 20 this year. Yeah, it's given. That girl, the one, the only. Hey,
Meaning money is being spent and money's getting ready to be spent.
as it should. All the funds. Listen, I need everybody's contributions. Cause I don't even know what I'm doing for my birthday for real.
Yeah.
And I'm to a month.
You better get to it. We're getting excited because I have to plan a 21st birthday.
21st, it's supposed to be a surprise, but
yeah, we'll see. She may not get nothing. But all right, it's been fun. It's been real.
All right.
We will talk to y'all soon. All right.